Imagine your best friend cheats you with your wife. This is what we're going to tell you today. Before we jump into it, let me tell you, my name is Lindy Stacy and I'm the co-founder of this channel of storytelling. Let's jump to it. There were these two guys that they grew up together in the same neighborhood. I'm talking about real closer, two houses next to each other. They were a child, they grew up together, went to college together, went to university together. So along these years, both of them, they made a promise to each other. If in case one gets sick, they might take care of each other. Despite the times, despite the age, despite the odds they'll be going through, they gotta take care of each other. Imagine this kind of bond. It's a big oath that they made. And in fact, they fulfill it because as time goes by, graduated from the college and they graduated from the university all together. Remember, they grew up in the same neighborhood. They moved to the same university. They moved to their adulthood with the same path. They were living next to each other. Unfortunately, one got married and one still enjoying life. That's what he was saying, right? What I've just said, one best friend cheated his friend with his girlfriend or wife in this case. So after they grew up, they took care of each other. They were fighting together. They were going anywhere together. Even when they were dating closest girls, right? If this girl dates this brother, this friend, and another girl must be next to the girl who's dating his best friend. This when they were a teenager and when they were getting into adulthood. But unfortunately, only one person that fell in love. When he fell in love, the other one kept in the same lifestyle, which is just chilling, having money, and doing his own thing, right? Other side, he just decided to have family and to raise the whole family together. And as his best friend, they came along together, long way together. They grew up together, so they had to stick around together for the whole family. He got the brother and brought into the family, and the kids now knows him as an uncle and a real closer uncle, not none of those ones. So unfortunately, because of life's pressure and family obligation, the duties, the tax and everything, the guy brother that got married, one of these days he did not feel very well when he was driving to home. He stopped his car somewhere else and he felt like he wasn't feel real good. After he rested, he started to feel that he's about to move the car, but then he felt something that he had never felt before, which was half of his body was not part of him in a way. He wasn't feel half side of his body, which was a sign that he was having AVC. When he felt that, pulled the key off and then he called the 911. When the 911 picked up the call, he explained what was going on, which is not feeling one side of his body. Half of his body wasn't feel that. So the 911 is there always and everywhere. They right away got to the place where the man was sitting in his car, and after that, the cops start making some question. While they're making some question, the other guy, he explained what was going on. He couldn't feel the half side of his body. And the cops right away called the ambulance. When the ambulance arrived in 10 or 15 minutes, maybe, he already explained. And after he explained the situation that he was going on, from there, the police get to know that this is a case of AVC. So he right away called the ambulance, and the ambulance got there, pulled him into the ambulance. They pulled the guys into the ambulance, called the family. But the first person he thought of, you see what I'm saying? He would have called his wife. He would have called his kid. He had two kids at the time already. He was already 45 to 50 years, something like that. He would have called his wife, his kids, but he called his best friend. Here's the trick. But the best friend, he felt like he needs to be there, and he went there fast. Really fast. He left everything he was doing and he rushed to the hospital and get to the hospital and checked his brother, and his brother just told him, I'm saying brother, but he's a real friend. They are closer for a damn long time and they did not have any break. So his brother got there and the guy was there laid on the bed. He told his friend that, yeah, man, I'm having an AVC. One side of my body is not moving. I can't even feel my fingers. I can't even feel my leg, my arms. So this is the diagnosis. The diagnosis came out as AVC. When the AVC started the process of getting worse, his friend, he started putting in practice what they have oath. The oath they made to take care of each other for a long time ago. So he's now fulfilling it. He bought the wheelchair for his friend. He bought bought medicines, he paid all the hospital bills, and he was starting giving some assistance at his house, which was school fees, his wife's needs, the house maintenance, everything that was possible to be done, could have done that, and he was doing that with a whole heart. The one thing that they didn't know, he didn't know that he wanted something in return while he was helping. He was expecting something from that help. After I'm finished with the help, or while I'm doing the help, the family or the friend should have done something in return to show gratitude of his help. He didn't even know that he was feeling that. But human nature somehow has that part. We might even help someone for free. Okay, when he felt that, 2-3 days passes, 4 passes, week, months. I think of something like 6 months passes. Started having feelings for his best friend's wife, and his best friend's wife noticed that. So there's this day when brother came to check in if his best friend is okay. He got up, went into his bedroom. He found him was there with his wife having a conversation. And after all the conversation, after all the check-in stuff, his friend, which has ABC, fell asleep. When he fell asleep, they got down to the living room with his friend. His best friend's wife got down with him to their living room. When they got down, he started having conversation, like a silly conversation, normal one, the one of waving. But they made a silly mistake. That silly mistake was sharing wine. Remember, his best friend's wife noticed that my husband's best friend is starting loving her. After the silly conversation, first shot, second shot, the conversation started to get weird, which was his best friend was starting getting closer to his best friend's wife, talking nonsense, and everything shattered. You know, when the silence comes in and they're getting too closer, and everything can happen in the room between the boy and the girl. Things can happen, and it happened. And they started saying, I helped you for a long time. I helped your husband for a long time. I helped your kids. I helped with everything you guys needed. I did it not because I wanted anything. You know, by saying that, he was telling her that he wanted something to be rewarded for what he has done. What I wanted to share in this video is the fact that whenever you receive a help from someone, even if it's for free, the person shows some kindness that you have never seen before. Remember, a human being, whenever he helps someone, he wants something in return, even if he says it's for his own willing. That's a human being nature. Whenever they help you, they will charge you for that help, even if it's past 10 years. See you next time. This is Line Steezy. This is a real story.